Hello, welcome back to Monster Train. It's another late one. Yeah, I know. I know. If I were to guess, I would say that we're gonna have late night episodes for the next few days, just because I have a ton of school to do during the day, and I'm not doing physics at 3 in the morning. So instead I'm recording Monster Train at 3 in the morning. That's just how it's gonna be. It's another day where I spent like 6 hours doing physics, and that was it. That was my whole day. Not my whole day, right? I woke up, started my Physics 2 test, 7 p.m. rolled around, I said, okay, I've done enough for today. It's a take-home test. We do it over the course of it's not even really a test, it's basically just homework at this point. But, you know, over the course of one weekend, we have this test. We upload a PDF by tomorrow at midnight. You know how it goes. Or maybe you don't, but yeah. I did that from when I woke up to about 7 p.m. and then, from there, I took like 2 hours to relax, 3 hours to relax, because I was like, I should record Monster Train, and then I thought about it, and I went, I'm burnt, dude, I can't. And then it was time to stream, and now here we are. It's 3 a.m. I was gonna end the episode early too, or end the stream early, and then I was like, I'll do one more quick run, and that run was 50 minutes. So, all in all, my time was tied up today. Maybe tomorrow, but tomorrow I have a lot to do as well. So tomorrow's probably gonna also be a late night one, but maybe the day after that. I don't know. It's like a busy week. It's been a busy week so far, and it's gonna keep being a busy week. It's fine. I don't mind. It is if you don't mind, and I don't shine if you don't shine. The Killers, anyone? Someone, I remember I was talking, I made a reference to The Killers, and I said, you guys like The Killers on stream once, and someone said, sorry, I don't like retro music, and I've thought about that, like, every time I've talked about The Killers now. Now I'm thinking about it. I would not, or they might have said, I don't think they said retro, I think they said I don't like old music. It had to be a joke, but I still think about that a lot. Anyway, I'm done thinking about that. I hope you're doing well today. It is Monday for you. Don't forget to like the video and comment on the video, and you know, if you wanted to, you could subscribe to the video, get daily updates on this video, like that it's still there. And let's get to it, shall we? We have Plating Seal Daedalus, Spell Shield Felsap Seraph, Explosives, Ice Tornado, Memento Mori. We are default Stygian as our secondary, and we are Little Fade. Wrong click. Should have clicked Fade first. Doesn't matter too much. I'm gonna take Mold Braces over Drop Cage, I think. I think so. I think they both can be detrimental, but shouldn't be. And here, I think I like Eternal Flame a little more than Little Icarus. Little Icarus lends itself to just all-inning on her. Although we can smooth out the awkwardness if it's awkward with explosives. I'll take it. If we have some awkward turns with it, we smooth it out with explosives. I'm not going to take Unit Draft Trial here. This is a special occasion. We want Fade to be dying, so we're not going to take a unit draft there. And we just hope to see Primitive Mold. Although it's not the end of the world if I miss it on this turn. But I didn't. Great news. I could miss it to play Ice Tornado and try to greed the Collector. I spoke with the partners, and we have decided not to go forward with that arrangement. I regret to inform you. I think that Little Fade, she's already strong, but she gets better when the DLC changes hit. I'm really, really looking forward to those DLC changes. Like, man, I cannot wait. I know putting these explosives down might seem bad, but I think it is fine. Because they just pop chains for 100 here. It's... in theory, it hurts our Fade potential. Yeah, in theory it hurts our Fade. Just doing a quick microphone check. Am I muted anywhere? No. It increases our Fade potential because she should get the kill if I reform her, which I do here. Very nice. And she maximizes strength. I think, hang on. I need to play Frozen Lights, right? Let me look at this. It's 5, he takes 7 back, he goes to 31. 5, this guy dies, 26. I need to play Frozen Lights so that the Train Steward doesn't get the kill. Important 2 spike gain. Really, really good first combat. 11 spikes is a solid starter. I could have taken Drip Fall. I did not take Drip Fall. Or rather, I could have taken Drop Cage to go with Drip Fall. I think that I will take Drip Fall. Here I add nothing. I'm not going to take too much, but like Drip Fall's a good card. This is a run where we're just going to commit to Spike's Fade doing all of the work. That's all that I ever do on this run. Multi-strike. I could have gone a different route here. I could have gone a very different route on this run. 100%. If I had taken the other Fade, I would have had the money from the trial and the collector. I think I would have had the money from the collector, maybe not. And we would have multi-striking Siren of the Sea here. However, I did not follow that line. I'm not going to take these, although I can take Siren of the Sea as like a little fallback. I think it's fine. I think it is still fine to just take Siren of the Sea, throw her like a plus 25 here, and she's a little fallback for us on the top floor. Yeah, I'll leave it like this. Just in case something goes wrong. Unit draft here, it makes me take less. The extra damage means that Fade gets less kills, and that's all that we care about in these early combats, is how many kills do I get on Little Fade. Otherwise, I don't care. I'm not playing units because I don't want to mess up the reforms here. Ah. If I had Drip Fall, I should get this collector at least. Wow, no reforms on 2 straight rounds? That's really bad. That's really, really bad right there. That just hurts us a lot. I ended up missing the collector too. 2 rounds, no reforms. Glad I have the Siren. So if I put down Fade... How does this go? Explosive kills itself if I put it in front. I'm trying to see if there's a way for Fade to kill multiple here. There is actually, right? Play it like this. Not quite. Put it like this. 25. We're off by 1 if I do it this way. I'm gonna greed for Fade to get this kill, I think. Because I get to reform her next turn for sure. I want her to get that kill. Yeah, it's probably worth it. Not 100% certain on if it's worth it. I don't think that I lose this. I don't think she was getting this kill anyway. Or if she was, does she get this kill? Doesn't quite get this kill. Maybe with a little finagling though. Nice. Okay, I think we maximized Fade's kills given the turn of events there. A great combat to illustrate the only thing that I don't like about Little Fade, which is when you go, hey, I just missed 2 straight reforms and now I'm far behind. We didn't get spiraling out of control, but I definitely think that she's very feast or famine with Primitive Mold. I'm not taking any of these. I'll take Flash Freeze just in case I need it. No, I won't. This is a run where we're aiming to have Little Fade do everything. Unless I see multi-strike here. Quick and can armor 2. It's fine. If I saw multi-strike here, we might go down a duplicate Siren in camp path and just have Fade as like a weird backline killer. Hellhorn can give Alloy of the Ancients. Imp in a Box isn't great. I will just skip Imp in a Box. It can give Alloy of the Ancients though, which is a really strong card to see. We can build the run around it. Or rather, we could have. But we will not, because we did not see it. Not interested in anything here. I'm just going to move on. The Siren acts as a little fallback for us in case of bad things while we work on getting Fade up and running. Pretty sure I'm taking draw on this run. Kill Fade, drop spikes. I can play Entombed Explosive. Did I say spikes? I meant to say Siren, sorry. My bad. In case of disasters. Yeah, it really does feel bad, huh? I had Ice Tornado to mitigate it a little bit, but that feels really rough when I miss Fade Reform. If I miss her a second time there, it is just, like, disastrous. Work on incanting Siren. I can't, like, chump with Train Stewards. Removals are gonna be important. Of course, when aren't they? Incanting this guy is not worth. Could kill him with Entombed Explosive, I guess. I'm a little behind on where I would want to be for Fade. Nah. She lives though, so I actually think this is okay. Although my health is high enough that I shouldn't do it, I think. I shouldn't do it. I shouldn't. We have the extra fire health to spare. Yeah, if we end up in a bad spot because of that, I won't forgive myself. So let's just not put ourselves in the position. We're really close, it feels like. I do feel like we're really close to this run popping off. Fade's at 25 on the spikes front. I'm going to greed. This is greed, and I am exhibiting it right now. This might kill me, playing it in this manner. Next turn has 2 primitive molds guaranteed. If I play Train Steward or Entombed Explosive, we're in the same position of... So, no, we're in different positions. If I play Train Steward, I play Explosive because I potentially die on this combat. If I were confident here, I would play Train Steward because we get 1 more slay. I'm not confident, so I'm going to play Explosive. He gives us a little more certainty, hopefully. Because also we get to reform Explosive here. 228. 324. Ah, this is ugly. I don't die, I don't think. Nah, I don't die. But this isn't great. Do I die? I do die. Wow. Indeed. Yeah, I greeted and I died. But also, we were behind from that combat too, just doing it to us there for sure. I don't know. Little Fade. What more can I say? I have already spoken at length about my feelings with Little Fade, so I won't carry on. But you know how I feel. Double Barrel Daedalus, Failure Arcus, Patient Seraph, Molded Mollusk Mage, Memories. Try it again. Jackstrips is one of the ones that I should know what Fade we have for. I'll take Trader's Quill. No Invasion Trial on that run was also a shame. I'm playing Little Icarus again. I don't want to play Firelight today. Invasion Trial we take. It's like, it's a little extra. It shouldn't give us a ton more, but it gives us some more kills. This is fine. And we just hope. With the moldeds, we're a little more certain here. And we get a lot of value out of this. It's an extra, what, 3 kills that she gets there? Now she does potentially miss this one. I mean, I just let it go. Drop the Mollusk Mage here, why not? I mean, actually it is good too. Doesn't quite give Fade the kill, but it stops this enemy from going. And... we might miss the reform. That would be very unfortunate if I missed the reform here. Hopefully it is not the case, however. Need to change how I'm sitting. Ah, good. Did not miss the reform. Great news. With Weight of Contrition, it was a little frightening. If I put Trade Steward in, I think we get this kill. No, I don't. It's worse. Is it? 1, 2... I mean, I get the kill, but does Fade get the kill is the question. I think the answer is no. I'm not going to do the math. I'm just going to press end turn and draw a reform on the next turn. Yeah. Ah. Indeed. Ah, and I should have played Weight of Contrition out there. That is, fine. We took a bit of damage, but it's okay. I can take Wicked Blaze. It's another reform card, and it's all that I care about right now. I just do everything in my power, I think, to make reform more viable. Stygian Banner, Large Stone, Burnout 1. I don't want Shark and I don't want Cold Kalia on this run. I can like Large Stone Cold Kalia as a fallback, but instead I'm going to put all my money into removals. I want to try this and just clear Train Stewards as quickly as possible so we can always reform. I don't know if this is good or not. I think it's okay. Depends a lot on the combats we see. This is a good combat to see. If I miss reform on turn 2, this run is fucked. But I shouldn't. And it's not even that bad. I'm just mad, generally. I actually think I might play bottom floor here anyway. This is fine. I mean, I have, what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 5 reform cards. If I miss this reform, I can't actually just like end the episode and go to bed, but that's what I would want to do. That's what I would think about doing. 3, 8, 9. No, thank you. I take the 1 damage because I don't want Fade to live there. If Fade lives there, this combat, or this is just really awkward. Burn that card. Oh, foolish. I forgot about Trader's Quill. My bad. Missed a Slay. I think we are in a pretty good spot, though, from this position. Can't believe I died from 55 health on that last combat, too. I don't think I want Hollow Drippings here. I don't ever think it's right. Molten Encasement doesn't make any sense to me, and Dripfall is whatever. I'm just gonna pass it. I'm gonna pass these. We're just gonna try and accelerate Little Fade. I think you can do this. It's close, though. Look for a cool artifact. Hell's Banners is worthless. Infused Mallet is bad. I'll take the money. Bloodstone Totem's not it either. I'm just like, I'm forcing this and I'm gonna die for it. But, you know, I don't need energy. I don't need Calcified Embers. It's like, once we get past Daedalus here, this run takes off. But getting past Daedalus is not a guarantee. In fact, it is unlikely. And this episode might just be me running into Daedalus a bunch and dying. Going, huh. I'm not sure though. Like I'm really not sure, so we're giving it a go. I'm greeting for Spike's triggers, but eventually I have to stop. We're slightly behind where I would want to be as well for this fight. Like here I stop because of haste coming up. Ideally I don't take 12 on this run, or on this combat. 33, 16, 5, 10, 15. So I take 2 here, I play Fade down here, and then I replay our top floor. Is that right? No, that's wrong. This is where we have to actually do our thinking. What I need to determine is I need to determine how to have Fade die most efficiently. I think I play Fade down here, and then I play her wherever the double barrel bomb is planted. Because she'll kill this wave off. I also think I slap Mollusk Mage on top floor. Yeah, we'll play these. Again, forgot about Trader's Quill. Could have just started with Trader's Quill there. I don't play Fade mid floor. So I would like to not take this damage. I think I do take this damage though. Because I need Fade in position to fight Daedalus on this turn. So she just has to be down here. Yeah, there's no way that this ends up biting me. I have so many reforms. There's no way I don't draw one on this turn. I might not draw one on the next turn, so I do not want to play him again. Because I drew 3 reforms. If I didn't draw 3 reforms there, rather I might not draw 2 on this turn, although I did draw all 3. Am I gonna die here off of this? There's a chance that I die off of this, and if I die off of this, I'm a little mad. Okay, I'm not mad. Great news, everyone. Not mad. I did pull a reform off the top. If I missed the reform there, I would have been a little upset. It would have been fine, we would have just carried on, I would have gone for the 3rd combat, or the 3rd attempt on this episode, but would have been a little upset while doing it. I'm taking nothing and we're just going to let Fade scale. We should be fine from here. Take card draw. I just play her on every 4. We should be good. I would have gone Pyre Health here if there was Pyre Health. It's weird because now it entirely depends on combat, right? If we see Party Boy combat, I think we win this run 100%, and if we don't, it gets a little more questionable. If we see, the worst combat we see here is Haste. Best combat we see here is Party Boys. Everything else is middle of the road. Curses is also pretty good. Nothing I do here matters. Like, it really does not matter what I do from here on. Train Stewards are all gone. I probably remove Mollusk Mage and then Frozen Lance, and then we just see where we end up. This is a run with no safety nests and no... There's no outs, but I'm pretty sure with Little Icarus you don't need outs. What is it? This combat is definitely... This is probably second worst. I think Haste is worst. I think this is second worst. Curses is second best, and Party Boys is best. I don't think this is going to be a problem. It's just not great. Make sure I don't incant these guys, most importantly. And we do want to use memories to nuke where available. I think we get an acceptable number of reforms here. I might have to let an enemy go is the concern. Like this guy I don't kill unless I throw Mollusk Mage at him. I think I do throw Mollusk Mage at him now. I think it's worth it for the extra spikes. I have so much reform that having Mollusk Mage die should not be a problem. Having Fade not die here might be an issue. I think it's okay. Those Frozen Lances don't make a difference, so I don't bother with them there. Yeah, I have to draw 2 reforms. I do end up taking some damage from this. Interestingly enough. I take a lot of damage here, actually. I take 12 plus a lot. Yeah. We have to have our Pyre health, or we have to have our Pyre stabilize here somehow. I cannot play Fade on the top 4, though. Right? That just kills me, right? 5-9, she dies here. So I have to accept this damage. Nothing I can do. The only alternative would be to somehow kill this boss, but that does not happen here. I think it's impossible for me to draw 6 cards and not hit. I could hit exactly Deadweight, Frozen Lance, Frozen Lance, Frozen Lance, Primitive Mold. If I hit that, I mean, it's just doomed. And I think it is worth it to play this guy for 14 damage. Go to 20. And now... The big thing is, we're sacrificing a lot of Pyre health, but we're gaining a lot of spikes. We're at 73 on floor 4. So it's okay to sack the Pyre health here. I believe that with Spike's Fate, if you get out of Daedalus stable at all, with a number of spikes high enough, like above 0, you're gonna be able to scale. It would be good I would pick up Crushing Demise. I need Crushing Demise or Subsuming Blade would be good on this run. I need ways to kill Fade. Preserve is okay. I can preserve. It's like takes out the randomness. It's fine. Patient Seraph is also a little frightening, I suppose. Wow, no Pyre health again? That's crazy. All I want is Pyre health right now. And there is none. I guess I'll see the event here, because I don't really care for removals. I mean, I don't really care for anything here. Steel Shot, Magic Shot don't matter. Money, removals don't matter. Artifact versus event, I think the event can be better. The event can give us like random rare draft from Hellhorn, maybe. It just gives us a random artifact. This event was nothing. I got it on the 5%, and I got Forgotten Name, which I don't care about. Pop out Frozen Lance. After the next removals are Mollusk Mages here. I think it wouldn't have been bad, in hindsight here, if we were to learn something from this run, I think it would not have been bad to give like a Helical Crystallis on this run or something. A little extra damage to help fade along is not bad. I do just roll, plus 20 consume is good. I'm gonna bump up these Frozen Lances a little bit, just to help smooth over the next combat, but otherwise, like, I just hold my money. I want to see Spike's Relic on this run. This fight's really free. Multi-strike helps me. If I'm wrong about multi-strike, I die if I leak one enemy. Multi-strike doesn't actually... Multi-strike just means that Fade always dies. I think it's good. If I'm wrong, we die here. But I think it's fine. Especially with Preserve on Molded. We should hit the equilibrium here pretty, like somewhere in this combat I think we hit it. Oh wow, he gained attack. Interesting. Yeah, okay. It's best to play my Frozen Lances like this. Oh, it's not best because Trader's Quill. I forgot that's how Trader's Quill works. I missed a kill. I thought that was gonna just do 50, but it does more than 50 there. My mistake. Fade kills him? How does she die if she die? How does she... Oh, because he hits twice. Yeah. Okay. So this is where multi-strike actually helps me. Forgot I got that. Multi-strike helps there. Thanks, multi-strike. Play memories to try and punch through this clip with that. No, but I don't need to. One thing that I need to do to optimize is I need to be playing Wicked Blaze. The extra 10 attack might matter. If I play Mollusk Mage, goes to 8. Well, that's not a... it doesn't kill. Fade does not die if I play Mollusk Mage. Fine. This is also... I have to Frozen into the 9x2 here. Eventually we freeze all of our cards as well, or whatever that's worth. The Frozen Lance you and then kill the boss. We're pretty strong though. We're going into Arcus about where you would want to be. We're going into Arcus about where we want to be, yeah. And I think that... it's like, if we survive Arcus, we probably win this run, right? I think we survive Arcus, but I'm not sure. Concussive Coals hurts me. Concussive Coals is not good. Mortal Entrapment could be an answer to a heavy sneaking by, but I'm not going to take it. Ice Storm could also be an answer. I guess I'll take this just because it's a card to play, right? I have no cards that are actually worth playing. I just play Fade and then I watch her go. I do want the Pyre health, but now that I took Ice Storm, I'm going to Magic Shop. I should have taken Pyre health here, though. Plus 20 and Consume on the other Frozen Lance is fine. It's like, it's not a strange run, this is just how I end up playing Firelight Fade. I don't think that this is necessarily good. I don't really think it's bad either. It's just it's dependent on the combats you see and how many ups you get on Fade. I guess we can make Big Mollusk Mage here. Behemoth Mage. Sure. This is failure. This is failure. Failure should be good. I think failure lets us snowball. Because Fade gets to kill this one. Not quite, actually. With Ice Storm. think it's like this. Fade gets the kill. And I just play out all of these and Ice Storm Arcus for 55. Get the chip down Arcus where we can. How to play Fade bottom 4? If I play bottom 4... I play bottom 4 and then next turn I play top 4? Does that seem right? I don't know. It's a lot of juggling here. This turn is like, where do I play Fade now? It's a question of how do I maximize... It's maximizing kills on Fade versus minimizing damage from Arcus. And by damage from Arcus, I mean I have to not die to Arcus also. I think I have to prioritize not dying to Arcus, but I can do that by playing Fade top 4. That was dumb. I didn't even look at that incant shard. Oh well. I just kind of like try to kill these guys. I think it was better to not do this Fade top 4 strategy. I think it's okay, but I think it was better to not play it this way. Because we end up on mid 4 anyway. Yeah. It's interesting. 106. We end up setting around mid 4 twice. 3 rounds left. So when she dies, I have to put her bottom, I believe. I also don't want to take damage here, so I'm going to play Frozen Links. And I'm going to make all of my reforms cost more, but that's okay. We're like 1 health away from being fine, but unfortunately it is not quite. Thankfully we have big Mollusk Mage to keep me alive here. Right, so the big question is, can I kill Arcus if I don't fight Arcus on 3/4s? And I'm like confident the answer is no. I think even fighting Arcus on 3/4s, we might not kill Arcus, so that's how we're looking here. That's the decision-making process on this one. Nice. Ice Storm's really strong. Ice Storm's really strong for us. Thankfully we get a hit in, so it's like 400 damage. I should have froze that Ice Storm. I'll just freeze something else. Okay, we actually hit Ice Storm, which is really strong here. I think Arcus dies. Nope, not quite. Wow, that was really close too. Yeah. Could I have done this in a way where I killed Arcus? I think that I don't know. Did I put... Was I supposed to put Fade up front, you think? I don't think so, because she just dies in 2 hits. Wow, we're so close, too. Huh. Interesting, interesting. It's like... It is a shame. Yeah. I'm thinking about... I'm trying to think of what you do differently on this run, and it's probably just take a unit. It's like pick a unit, most likely. But at the same time, I don't know. He's become a Malika? Oh, hey, I didn't know that he name drops Malika. Did he always? Because she's the bird lady from the DLC, the like bird titan lady. Interesting. Anyway, I died to Arcus here. I don't know, man. I struggle with Fade a lot. I think that I rely on her too much. I don't know. It's one of those where I need to sit down and play like 6 runs of Little Fade in a row, but I'm never gonna do that, you know? I'm never going to do that because it's just not how it works, right? And since I need to spend some time learning her paths It's basically just little Icarus is not a path where I can, against Arcus, expect her to solo. Against Fel we crush, but against Arcus it's not quite right, unfortunately. Off by just a little bit. But I think that you just pick up a unit in the early game. Probably just pick up a unit after Daedalus even. I don't know, I think you shape your whole early game around surviving Daedalus with Whittle Fade. And then, yeah, like you never take a long-term pick. I tried to take all my picks to survive Daedalus, but maybe that's wrong. I also think we were in trouble against Patient Seraph, for what it's worth. It really feels like, I think that, so what I would say is the takeaway here, and it's not a great takeaway actually, but if you're trying to do like a solo little Fade run into Arcus, you want to have a way to kill Fade yourself. And I did not. Alternatively, I think the turn where I played her top 4 was wrong. I think I needed to play her bottom 4. That was what was wrong. I needed to play her bottom 4 there. Yeah. So I greeted too much, actually. I should have won this combat. But I played her on that top 4, and I shouldn't have. I died for 2 slays. Classic. Alright, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed, don't forget to leave me a like, subscribe if you want to see more. I'll see you in the next one. Have a good one.